Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Nerds Who Say Yo.
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 Why do you make silly faces when I'm doing this intro? It makes my job very, very difficult.
It's very fun to just welcome to the show. Yeah,
it's like
here we go.
I have this thing where I try to be Zeus, and you're just all like, meh.
Like, yay, I'm here, and you're
Yeah.
here too. Hello, people of the internet. Hashtag TNWSY.
Hashtag TNWSY. If you have things you would like to say to us, then say them on hashtag TNWSY, and Xander will read them. And he will be like, hey, Ben, people actually communicated with us. And I'll be like, yay! And I have this wonderful confetti blaster here that has been gathering dust.
Should the scenario happen.
I actually have like, yay!
Oh, one of those cute little, those are, good times.
Like, yay! You know, like the ones you say for New Year's when you're just like, yay! And then you go right back to playing video games.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2-second thing and we're done. And then it starts to smoke a little bit and you freak out. And then you're just like, oh my god.
And then it goes
It's
beep,
scary
beep,
when they
beep.
do that. And then the alarm, and then, good times.
Which I really shouldn't do in my basement because I have a smoke alarm right there above my PlayStation.
Yeah,
But it happens.
Yeah.
The smoke alarm thing, not the PlayStation going on fire.
I would hope that, I would
No,
hope not.
that never happens. No.
No.
As always, we have wonderful topics for you. But first,
At least we hope so.
It is a sequel episode. That's right. If you don't know what a sequel episode is, then you're about to find out. Because we need to resume a conversation that took place many moons ago on the planet Krypton. And how do we know that this conversation took place? Well, because we are part Kryptonian and we are both Supermen.
Yes, at the same time.
At the same time. But we need to keep our powers hidden. It's a secret between us. So
well, it's not a secret now.
Well, it's a secret just between us, so you can tell all your friends that you pass on this lovely video to, and tweet it at hashtag TNWSY that we are the Legion of Supermen.
Yay.
So, Xander, we need to resume a conversation.
We do.
We had a conversation about the best breadstick.
Yes,
not
we did.
Not just the best breadstick, but the best breadstick ever.
Ever.
And who possesses the best breadstick ever? So, when we had this conversation, I said it was Olive Garden, and you said it was the garlic parmesan breadsticks from Papa John's.
Yes.
And in this conversation, we discovered something very interesting that I did not think was going to happen at all. We discovered that each person did not actually ever try the other person's breadstick.
Until now!
Until now! And when I said that previous statement, it wasn't supposed to sound dirty, but it kind of did.
Mm-hmm. We did. Oh man, I wasn't thinking about it like that until you said that, but now
I know.
You done did it, Ben.
I done goofed.
You done goofed. Take a sip of your beverage there.
My beverage.
Yes.
By the way, happy 21st birthday to me, so now I can have a beverage. Go Confetti
Yay.
Blaster! Yay!
Confetti blaster.
Confetti Blaster! Yay! So, let's resume this conversation with the best breadstick. I said it was Olive Garden. You said the Papa John's garlic parmesan breadsticks. We went to Olive Garden together. You and me ordered food as a couple of college students. We ordered food that we clearly could not afford.
Yep. But we made it work.
But we did make it work. So, how did you like the Olive Garden breadsticks?
Holy shit, they were wonderful. In a nice, easy, quick summary, holy shit, they were wonderful.
There's no... Let's go with the not so easy quick summary. Give your I know you love food. You don't just like food, you love it. So give your Platinum Trophy review critique of these breadsticks. Give the review how they were on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale from nothing to orgasmic, how were they?
Well, you see, the soft, lush feeling of the stick made of bread as it entered my mouth and touched against my tongue made me feel very good inside.
Doesn't it?
Insert image with Platinum Trophy Review logo in the corner.
Thank you.
and they were very delicious, and I didn't really know what to expect going in, but there is just so much flavor packed into such a stick of bread that, holy shit, I don't know why I've never had this before. Overall rating out of 0 to orgasmic, I'd say pretty damn close to orgasmic. Maybe like a 9.8675309 out of 10. That was a song reference, damn it.
Yep.
But a very, very close 10 out of 10, because oh my god.
Only 90s kids will get this. So I've noticed, Xander, that the Olive Garden breadsticks, it's almost, for those of you that have never tried them, eating them is
What's
basically
wrong with
like, you? First of all, you must try them. And eating them is basically like this, and I think you'll agree, that it's almost like eating a donut. You don't just inhale the whole thing. Now, first off, you can inhale the whole thing. You have the ability to eat the entire thing in 1 second. Do you do that? No.
Yes.
No, you don't. You don't do that. You don't ever do that. Why would you do that with a donut?
If it's a donut whole, I don't know.
If it's a donut whole, then maybe, but it's like, if you eat it so fast, then you lose some of the flavor. You
don't get to enjoy it for as long.
Yeah, you don't get to enjoy it.
And then it's gone forever.
Eat it slowly. Enjoy it. And that's what the Olive Garden breadstick, I think that's why, in a nutshell, the Olive Garden breadstick is my favorite. I'm a man of simple pleasure. I like to enjoy life a little bit at a time. I like to enjoy the moment. And the Olive Garden breadstick resembles that. It's enjoying life a little bit at a time. Enjoying that little moment. That little soft bread.
It's a very soft bread, and it was nice and salty and butter-tastic, and there was sauce on the side, but we didn't need the sauce on the side, because it was glorious.
That's the thing. You can... I don't even know what... I need a metaphor to compare this to, but I don't have one. It's so beautiful just by itself, but you can add other things to it, and it'll still be beautiful. But you don't need to add other things to it for it to be beautiful. It's like sex. God dang it, okay. It's like sex.
See, I was going to try to dwindle it into like, it's like the original trilogy of Star Wars when they added shit to it, but when they added shit to it, it made it worse, so that's a terrible analogy to use for that.
Yeah.
But that's, you know,
it got worse.
Different topic for a different day.
Because when they added the, like, oh, it's the effects of lightsabers, people were like, no, you changed it. Look what you did to our Coca-Cola.
You can't do that to the Coca-Cola.
No, you don't. You can't do it to the Coca-Cola.
How dare you?
How dare you? I smite you.
You'll be exiled.
You've been voted off the island.
You must go through the ghetto, not through the fields.
Yeah, to the ghetto.
Anyway.
To the ghetto with you. I banish you to thy ghetto.
Yes.
Well, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're not too far into this podcast, and I'm already running out of breath.
Mm-hmm. So, to update our opinions on the best breadstick.
Yes?
I don't know. I was going to say, so, if we're looking at... I've decided to categorize my opinion on breadsticks now. If we're looking at just the pure breadstick, nothing else added to it, just a breadstick, here it is, there you go, eat it. Olive Garden is my new favorite breadstick. Without adding sauce to it, without adding any other seasoning to it, without adding pepperoni to it, cheese to it, anything like that, just, this is our breadstick, period, here you go. It is number one. But if you're talking adding stuff to the breadstick, like say not just a breadstick, but a Parmesan garlic breadstick from Papa John's, I would say that they are still my favorite in terms of you have to add stuff to the breadstick to make it my favorite. Like adding the Parmesan garlic to it and then dipping it into pizza sauce is what makes it then my favorite breadstick. But if we're talking just a solid breadstick,
but here's the thing
wins.
that's where the debate is. Then it's more than just a breadstick. It's breadstick and pizza sauce.
Yep. So if we're talking just breadstick on its face, nothing but here's a breadstick, Olive Garden is the champion.
Okay.
What did you think of the Parmesan garlic breadstick from Papa John's?
Well, here's the thing.
Because I haven't heard anything about this yet.
No, you haven't
I'm
heard my
excited.
opinion at all about the Parmesan breadstick. So here's the thing. You should know. If you don't already, you should know now that when my friends recommend something to me, usually it's the other way around. Usually I recommend something to my friends, and they're like, Ben, you were absolutely right. You were absolutely right. The Flash is awesome.
Hashtag Ben was right.
Yep.
That's
But
the thing.
when my friends recommend something to me, I always look upon it with very, very, very judgy eyes. So I'm like, all right,
Uh-oh.
this is Xander's breadstick, which he chooses over Olive Garden. For shame him. For shame him. I will look upon this breadstick with very judgy eyes, and I will try my best not to like it. And I ate your breadstick, and it was fucking delicious. It was so great. It was so delicious. Here's my platinum trophy review of the garlic parmesan breadstick. Did you like that one?
I did. That was a good one. Where do you rate it on a scale of 0 to orgasmic?
I will definitely rate this on a scale from 0 to orgasmic. I must say, comparing breadsticks to orgasmic, I would say Olive Garden breadsticks have the ability to be orgasmic time and time again. I've found that the Papa John's breadsticks are more like a good video game or a good movie. They are the best the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah,
when you first
feel
order
ya.
the pizza, the first breadstick that you eat will be the best one.
Oh yeah, that's how
And
I
the
was at
one-
Olive Garden. The very first one was like, oh my god.
Yep. And that's what I've noticed. But nevertheless, it was still a delicious breadstick. And I also noticed that one of the differences between the Olive Garden one and the Papa John's one was that I liked the Papa John's one equally when it was warm and cold. It didn't lose
Okay,
its...
Yep.
Can you agree? Do you agree with me on that?
Mm-hmm. I feel you there, yeah.
Yeah, it was just as good no matter what temperature it was at. But the Olive Garden one, it has... I don't know if you noticed, but they have like a seasoning that they put over it
Mm-hmm.
when we got them. And when it gets cold, it loses that seasoning. Nevertheless, it is still good. Some of it is still there. Some of it has sank into the bread, but it's not it's not the same. It is best when you first get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I give some points to the garlic parmesan one. And I think that you say that it's good when you dip it into the pizza sauce. I'm more on the side of I think it's good when you're eating the pizza. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's better when it's a compliment breadstick. I think it wins the award of the compliment breadstick. You know what I'm
I'm just
talking
gonna
about?
have some golden trophies here, like the assist.
Fuck!
That's gonna be a thing. The breadstick award.
The breadstick
Oh my
award.
god.
We need to keep this up. We need to have the awards for everything.
Of course we do.
Yeah, but I've noticed I like that. That's probably the best pizza breadstick, the best compliment to something else.
Mm-hmm.
On its own, they are still very delicious.
Yes. And they have a twist on the, literally a twist too. They also have what's called garlic knots, where it's like a smaller version of the same breadstick, and it's like, I wouldn't say it's like a pretzel, but it's like they take the bread and they like tie it in a knot,
Oh.
and then they bake it, and it's equally as delicious, if not maybe even a tiny bit better.
Probably because it's just got
But-
more bread in there.
More bread, and I feel like they grease it up way more, but you know. I know.
My final rating. Oh god, this is gonna be difficult.
Oh yeah, I know. It's, yeah.
I know. I had to pick this stupid scale. On a scale from 1 to orgasmic, I would give the Papa John's garlic parmesan breadstick a climax.
Oh god, there you go. Okay.
It is a climax.
That's a reasonable rating.
It is a climax.
These points are made up and we don't matter, but
Yep.
hey.
And points are made up, and then if you want a serious rating, go to PlatinumTrophyReview.org right now. That's what the serious ratings are.
There you go. You'll just have a separate tab on the website for Breadstick ratings. We have video game reviews, Breadstick reviews.
We're starting something here.
We review breadsticks at restaurants now. Hey, look at that.
Yep.
PlatinumBreadstickReview.org. Oh my god. No, that's too much. That's too much.
No, that's too much. That's too much. Alright. That was a good one.
That was a very good
that was a
start
very
to
good-
this episode. I appreciate
Yeah,
the
that
breadstick.
a nice conclusion to probably our best topic ever.
I would agree that it is our best topic
Yeah.
ever, yes.
Alright, Xander,
Me.
would you like to go next or shall I go?
I'll go next. Sure, why not?
Alright. Got a good one for me?
I think so.
Oh, that's not
It
good.
may require...
That means no, because you would never
It
say
may
no. I
require
got a
some
terrible
thought.
topic.
Yeah, no, my topic is shit.
No,
I'm
my topic
sorry.
is terrible.
But I would like to take a look back with you at the wonderful year that was 2015 and ask you the very simple question that is, what was the best movie
Ooh.
of 2015?
Okay, I'm liking this topic now.
Of all of the movies that came out in 2015, from whatever the first movie was to Star Wars The Force Awakens, I think was the last one, maybe. I don't know. The best movie of 2015.
Can we just change the topic to something other than Star Wars, the best movie ever?
Well, if your answer is not Star Wars, because my answer is not Star Wars.
Your
If
answer is not Star Wars, because
that's-
my answer is Star
No.
Wars.
Your answer is Star Wars?
My answer is Star Wars easily, because that was the only thing that... I used to go to movie theaters all the time, and because that was my little place where I could just eat my popcorn, be alone, be in my little place, and just be there for 2 hours and be like, yay. And
And then regret eating all that popcorn as soon as you walk out the theater.
I'm a tiny white man. I can't eat that much popcorn. I wouldn't even get deep into the bucket.
Oh, I always got right through the bucket and then immediately regretted it afterwards, because
Yeah.
the aftertaste after the movie is over is just, ugh. It's good
But-
during the movie.
But I remember... I'm never going to forget going to see Star Wars because... I'm so sorry.
Because, excuse me.
Damn it, that's not going to get edited out now.
Nope.
Anyway, I remember going to see Star Wars, and I was like, these tickets are almost going to sell out on Fandango. And if you know anything about where we live, you know that this is buttfuck nowhere. It is the magical land of movie theaters never sell out, so the fact that they were even close to becoming sold out on the day it's released is a miracle. So I'm like, you know what? I get out of work tonight. I'm going to go. Before I go to work tonight, I'm going to go on Fandango. I'm going to buy my ticket. First, I'm going to learn how to buy my ticket on Fandango because I didn't know how. So
Right.
I went on Fandango, learned how to buy my ticket, bought it. I'm like, wait, so my credit card is the ticket?
What? How does that work?
How does that work? And I bought my ticket on Fandango. I'm like, I have it. I'm going to see Star Wars tonight. And it was an impulse thing. And I got in there. I got my big tub of popcorn. I was originally going to bring my lightsaber with me, but I didn't because it was kind of sheathed away in my pocket and there were cops there. And I didn't want them to think that I had a gun and become like the next story on the news.
Oh, God. Yep. You see that? Yeah.
Yep.
Smart.
Thank you. So I was sitting in the theater, and I saw the big logo coming like dee 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 dee, and I realized something when the movie started. This was the first time that I saw a Star Wars movie in the theaters, and I could actually read the beginning credits.
I was old enough to read the credits
I
at
was
the
old
beginning of the movie.
not just read them, but read them at a speed at which I could keep up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
And
could
that, wait, come back.
like, wait, words! I wasn't done reading you! Come back! Come back! No, I've already lost the movie. The Dark Side won.
Damn it.
And that would make me feel so sad because everyone else was reading those things and I was just left off in the abyss of space.
Oh, a ship. Ooh, shiny.
Like, ooh, shiny. So,
But yes,
I was just going to say, to make that long story very, very short, that is why my special favorite movie of last year is Star Wars. And I didn't think it would be. Because I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Right. I would say for me, Star Wars is probably like a second. But I deeply enjoyed, I think my number one movie of the year would actually have to be Inside Out. I don't know if you saw Inside Out.
I didn't see it in the theaters, but I did see it. We got it from Netflix, and that was a very beautiful movie.
Yes, it was a very, like, you get emotionally attached. Spoilers, everybody, spoilers. You get emotionally attached.
Spoiler warning, the lights are going off. The red sabers are coming. The red sabers are coming.
But, like, oh, there it is. Oh, my God. But, like, you get so freaking emotionally attached to freaking everything that's happening. And, like, with the core memories and when freaking sadness touches the good memory and they become sad memories and you get really fucking pissed off at sadness and then you realize how important she is and how important her character is, and then you get super attached to Bing Bong, and then they're all like, they're gonna get there, and then Bing Bong fades away from existence, and you get really sad at that part, but like, oh my God, like, it's a movie about emotions that played with your emotions so well, and just like, oh my God, the movie was beautiful, and holy shit, they need to make another one.
That could have easily been a very dumb movie, too.
Yeah, that could have easily been a stupid movie about, like, what? Emotions about what? But it was, oh my God. Well, and, like, I've had discussions with my roommates, like, what would your core memories be? What would your, 5 traits be like? How would they interact with each other? Would they be male or female, And, like, it's so relatable. But it's, like, such a dumbed down thing that's just like, oh my God, it's genius.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning, I was kind of like, I have no idea where this thing is gonna go, because it's sort of like these two storylines, the girl and the emotions, need to intertwine somehow, because they could just keep having 2 storylines and then have them not intertwine at all, and then that would make for the terrible movie version of it in my mind. But they made it so that I don't know how they did it. I don't know. So they had some sort of experts to where all this intertwined in some sort of fashion, and I just want to know, like, what do kids think of this? Like, we're talking about this on a level where we get this as adults, but what do the kids think of it to where, like, oh man, she's doing all this stuff, like moving away and having an imaginary boyfriend, but I'm never gonna do that.
Nope, I'm never gonna do that.
Never gonna do
I also liked it because it was sort of a hockey movie also, and like I liked hockey, and like the fact that this main character liked hockey too. It was so relatable.
Oh, you're such a dork.
I know. Anyway, it was overall it was just like, it was a super good movie. Came out a long time ago too, but like I think we saw it one of the first weeks it came out. I'm pretty sure. But it wasn't like Star Wars where the entire theater was full. It was like, just a couple people in the theater. But being in a college town, nobody has money to go see movies. But like, I came home to see Star Wars, and the theater was freaking like full. And I was like, oh my God. Actually, no, the first time I saw Star Wars was here in college town, and there was nobody there because it's winter break and everybody's at home.
Yeah.
But that's a side discussion. But not Big Hero 6. Wow, you see, I keep screwing those up. Inside Out.
Yeah,
best movie for me of the year.
I remember Inside Out, that didn't have a lot of people in the theater because that was actually the very first Pixar movie that wasn't number 1. Do you remember why it wasn't number 1?
No, I do not.
Because it came out at the same time as Jurassic World.
Right, yep. I think I saw Jurassic World the week after that, too. I'm pretty sure I did. Or at least a couple days after. There's a lot of good movies that came out this year.
There are, and you know what? You know something else? There's going to be even better movies that come out this year.
Deadpool!
We got Deadpool. We got Batman vs. Superman. We got the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
I don't know if you saw. There's a trailer. There's this movie coming out called like Zootopia. I think is what it's called. It's like it's this weird like.
Is it a kid movie?
Kind of, yeah. I would. Yes, it's definitely a kid movie, but it's like society, like as animals, and like there's. You gotta watch the trailer. I'll send it to you later, but it is fucking hilarious, and I laughed my ass off for like 20 minutes at this one part, and it's something super stupid, but it made me laugh super hard, and I will have to show it to you. But, well, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I have to send you that. It's great.
I'm looking at the pictures. I think I've seen like little clips of this, but I haven't kept up with the trailers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one in particular that's got like a whole scene in it, and the scene is. It's one of those stupid funny things where it's just like it's kind of annoying, funny, and stupid, but like it's hilarious because of how long it just goes on, and it's like, oh my god. But that's a different topic for a different day.
That is it.
We'll come back to this at the end of this year. What was the best movie of 2016? Deadpool. Oh, hey, there's a good fun question. What movie do you think will be the best movie of 2016?
You want to talk about that?
Let's do it.
All right.
Deadpool.
What do you think will be the best movie of 2016? I want to say Deadpool.
I want to say Deadpool, but I'm worried that I'm going to be let down.
Well, don't forget we have Deadpool. We also have Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange looks pretty good of the pictures I've seen so far.
I'm hoping so badly. I want to see Doctor Strange. I feel like Deadpool is going to be... It's going to be one of those movies that we think is incredibly awesome, but by the time we get around to the awards shows, we're all going to forget about it.
Mm-hmm. As long as it's not like Green Lantern, where people hate it, even though I liked it.
We both liked it, okay? And you know what? I don't care who's listening to this. We both liked it. And you know what? I don't have to justify that.
Right. And that's good enough.
We just liked it. It's an opinion. I know that they learned their lesson from the Green Lantern because have you seen the Green Lantern joke in the trailer?
Yeah, where he's like, just don't make my super suit green or whatever.
Or like animated.
Or animated, yeah, right. I remember that. And it's like, ha!
I see what you
don't
did
do it
there.
again. I see what you did there, and I like it.
I like it.
I don't like it, but I see what you did. Yeah. But that's all I have for that topic and discussion. Really. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. Whenever you are.
So we're moving on to my topic?
Yes.
Alright. My topic. So, Xander.
Me.
It is a little known fact. And when I say little known fact, I mean every single person in the world messaging me on Facebook saying hello. That I turned 21 the other day.
Yes.
So I would like to talk about your favorite drinking spots.
Oh, God.
Now we did the best breadstick. Now let's talk about the best bars.
Sounds like a solid topic. I've never actually got... Actually, no, hold on. Let me think about that for a second. I guess that kind of counts as a bar, but...
Restaurant bars do count as bars.
Okay. So, I've had... Let's see, what restaurants have I gone to? I've gone to Applebee's to have a few beverages. Buffalo Wild Wings, which was really good. And this place we have in Mount Pleasant called Hunter's. It's an ale house. The food is okay, but I had a nice Russian from there, and oh my god, it was so good. It tasted like marshmallows, and I wanted more of it, but it was dangerously delicious, and I needed to tell myself to stop before I had to pay $20 in alcohol.
Just today, I made a beer run because I could.
Because you can
because
now.
I can now. And you know what the best part about me making beer runs is that I can go to Target and get a discount on beer. That's so beautiful.
There you go.
And so I made a beer run and I filled up my mini fridge, and I spent $50 on beer.
Oh my god.
But you know what? I'm set. I am so set.
That's $50 with a discount too. Holy crap.
It was like 47 something. But I got some Mike's Hard. I got some Dos Equis. I got some Not Your Father's Root Beer. And I got some Blue Moon.
Blue Moon?
Some Blue Moon. Have you tried some Blue Moon?
I've heard good things about Blue Moon, but I've yet to try it.
You disappoint me, good sir. You
I'm
disappoint
sorry.
me. Now, let me ask you this: amongst those that I just named, which ones have you tried, and which ones have you not tried?
Name them again.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yes.
Not Your Father's Root Beer.
Not yet.
Not yet. We need to change that. That can be a Comic-Con thing, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Dos Equis.
Nope, not yet.
And Dos Equis
Blue
not
Moon.
yet?
Nope.
That's a really basic thing. Especially
I know. I haven't
since
had a lot. I haven't.
he's
really,
a meme guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
I'm working on it.
That surprises me.
I mean, I had a Corona type of dealio at B-Dubs. It was Corona Rita, and it had like the stuff mixed in with it, and it was really cool because the Corona was like tipped upside down into the mixed drink, and as you drank it, more of the Corona stuff went into it, and that was pretty good.
And the other one was Blue Moon,
yeah.
but you said you hadn't tried that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also surprising.
Yeah, so of those, I've had the first one. Actually, I don't know if I've had just Mike's Hard Lemonade. I had I think it was like raspberry lemonade or black lemonade, or it was like the variety 4-pack of different Mike Hard Lemonade things, and there was like 4 different flavors in it. I've had, it's one of the Mike's Hard, but I don't remember which flavor it was, but it was a Mike's Hard something.
Mike's Hard something?
Yeah, Mike had something that was hard.
Everyone's got a Mike.
Yep.
We lost our Mike.
So sad.
It is. Mike's Hard, I believe, makes a lot of stuff.
They do. They have a variety of flavors and things.
I noticed that Mike's Hard was actually less expensive than all the other stuff because it was out of season.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, so I got 2.
There you go. Hey, yeah.
At a discount.
I like, there's this brand called Kahlua, and they make this, like, coffee liqueur stuff, and it's got, like, a coffee-ish taste to it, kind of. And, like, they make pre-mixed drinks, and there's, like, the Mudslide is probably my favorite from them, because, like, I like chocolatey flavored goodness. And, like, the Nice Russian from Hunters had Kahlua coffee liqueur stuff in it, and it tasted like marshmallows, and...
What is it with you and marshmallows?
I don't know. I'm a big fluffy marshmallow man.
Are you referring to your size or taste?
Well, I've never tasted myself, so we'll go size.
You've tasted your gummy bear.
True. Oh, it's very delicious. It's very hard to eat that, by the way. Like, it's hard to, like, you can't, like, just chew into it like a normal marshmallow. It's very tough, and you have to, like, I've only gotten through the 2 ears, and, like, I need to, like, cut up the rest of it, but I don't want to cut up the rest of it, because that's not nice.
Like a knife?
Just take a knife and just scissor part of it off. Like, that's not nice. It's not nice to do that to the bear.
I pictured someone, like, just putting on a surgical mask and then cutting him up, like, with a scalpel.
We're gonna make a small incision around here.
And then we're gonna take the fork and then eat him.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, for our listeners at home, we had a gift exchange over the holidays. And we both got each other something very nice. And I got Xander a gigantic gummy bear.
Oh, yes. And it is very, very delicious.
And apparently you just, like, ate straight into his ears.
I did. I was like, I'm going to try to bite this and see how easy it is to just go into it. And it was very challenging.
Well, let's put it this way. If you just keep going and you eat the rest of his head, then he will technically be dead. So you won't have to worry about his feelings when you're eating into him.
That's very true. He just can't hear anymore. He's still alive, but he can't hear anymore.
He can't hear anymore. Let's put it this way. He can't hear his own screams.
So I can feel less bad for him when I kill him.
You can feel less guilty. You can feel less guilty. Yeah. You never heard the cow getting slaughtered when you had your McDonald's.
Nope. Or did we?
Or did you?
I did not.
We didn't.
That topic kind of spiraled into something completely different.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah, that's always, yeah.
It's okay. At least we have a good time.
On this show. Oh, yes. They always have a good time, and I hope you have a good time, too.
I do. I hope everybody...
People of the TNWSY universe and
Hashtag
beyond.
TNWSY.
The people aboard the SS TNWSY.
That was a wonderful thumbnail.
That was. I appreciated it.
I was looking at that thumbnail the other day, and I realized something very peculiar about that thumbnail. That episode had nothing to do with ships.
Yep. Well, we talked about Christopher Columbus for like 2 seconds, and that was my inspiration for that thumbnail. We talked about, because we were talking about lies.
Oh, yeah!
And I brought up
right.
how we talked about Christopher Columbus, and I was going to have a picture of Christopher Columbus holding up a sword, but there was no good pictures of Christopher Columbus, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to make this thing out of this totally different thing. And therefore, here we go.
That's a really that was really extravagant.
I literally had no idea what to do for that, because it was like, okay, we talked about lying. I don't want to, like, how do you, what?
Christopher Columbus!
Yeah, Christopher Columbus. Hey, there we go. We're going to put a ship, and we're going to call it the SS TNWSY, and we're going to roll with it, and nobody's going to question it.
Why? Because it got viewed by like 2 people.
Yep. All 2 of you. We appreciate you.
We love you. I'm pretty sure all 2 of those were me, so I love me.
I love me so much. Good job, me. Thank you for watching. Thank me for watching.
Thank me for watching.
But we're going to work on more and more people watching the show, because we have a great year ahead of us for the nerds who say yo. And possible other things.
Before we wrap this up, I would like to continue a little bit more on this beer topic.
Yeah, I like that.
I know.
Because we got to go back to that.
I know. Let's change up the beer topic a little bit. What are your favorite beers? That's my good question to you, because I've never actually asked you this. And now that we can discuss this, what are your favorite beers?
We talking just beers or mixed drinks and everything?
We're not talking mixed drinks. We're talking about things that have a registered name behind them with a little R circle in them. We're talking beers.
Okay. I'm going to disappoint you.
First
okay,
NHL, and now you like the basic bitch drinks.
No, okay, hold on. I have yet to, actually no, I haven't, I can change that now, but until a little while ago, I've never had just a brand name beer, boom. I've had mixed drink this, mixed drink that, mixed drink everything in between, but never just a beer. Until a couple of weeks ago, I had it was either a Miller Lite or a Bud Light. I'm pretty sure it was a Miller Lite. And let me tell you, it was not delicious at all.
No, it's not. There's a reason why you can buy that stuff in a 24-pack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the only just straight-up beer I've ever had. And I did not like it. So I cannot have a good answer to that question.
We need to go to Comic-Con, like, right now.
You need to find me a beer that actually tastes good, because Miller Lite was not good.
Cometh to my abode. Cometh to my mini fridge. I will fix this problem. You know what we need to do? Next time, when are you in town next time?
I was going to try to come down for a day or 2 this week yet, but as we're nearing closer to the end of the week, I'm seeing it is probably not going to happen. And in that case, I don't know, but I do have a dentist appointment coming up. So, maybe soon.
Soon?
Maybe.
Alright, because we need
I'll be in town for the dentist appointment, but as long as I don't have to work, I can be in town for a while. For that day, at least.
Alright. We need to go to B-Dubs together.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to order some drinks. And I will tell you, I recommend this. I recommend you try this. And we will go look for some cute girls.
Mm-hmm.
And you will just go, "Hi, I'm sorry you died."
Sorry, Michael Rowe. I'm sorry you died.
Sorry, Michael Rowe.
Died with air quotes around it.
With air quotes.
And wow, Stephen Amell,
I'm sorry you got legally shafted.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Miller Lite was a no-go. The Corona thing, I did take a sip of just the Corona by itself from the Corona Rita I had from B-Dubs, and it was okay. But it didn't have, like, much flavor to it outside of, like, the punch of, like, here's alcohol, and, like, eh.
Corona's Corona is much like Blue Moon, where Blue Moon is meant to be had with an orange. Corona is meant to be had with a lime.
Mm-hmm. I think it had a lime attached to it, and I tried to, like... I think I tried to squirt some of the lime juice into it, and I dropped the lime into it on accident, and I was like, well, shit.
Someone's like,
In
what the
typical
hell is that guy
Xander
doing?
fashion, in typical Xander fashion, I let go of the lime. And I did not put it into the coconut and mix it all up.
You put the lime.
But we're going to change
You
that.
put the lime in the Corona and you mix it all up.
But I failed. I failed miserably, but that's okay. Because I'm not an experienced drinker yet. I don't know how to order, like, it's the same thing when I go to Subway. I don't know how to order a sub sandwich, and I don't know how to go to a bar and order a
How the hell do you not know how
drink.
to order a sub sandwich at Subway?
Well, I know how to do it at Subway, but I don't know how to do it anywhere else.
You don't need
put
to
it
do it
like-
anywhere else. You just go to Subway.
Yeah, I have my one sub, and I know what I want on it, and that's it. And then they're like, would you like some dressing on it? And I'm like, no. And they're like, why not? And I'm like, because I don't want any.
Because I don't want my sandwich to be all wet.
All moist, for lack of a better
It's
word. I don't
moist.
want my sandwich to be moist. I would like it to stay dry for as long as it can. This topic is just going all different places right now.
We need to
But that's
network this
okay. Yeah, this is... thumbnail for this, what?
one. Wait,
We're gonna have a beer bottle, a movie, what? Maybe a breadstick or two?
Maybe a breadstick or two with your beer that could go to the movies.
Yep. That's pretty much where we're at right now.
Maybe you would like a lightsaber to warn you of your spoilers.
Mm-hmm. Probably just, I don't know. I'll have to think of something.
I think it's time to conclude this. This has been another episode of the Nerds Who Say Yo. Thank you for joining us this week, and I really say thank you for joining us this week, because this one was just a clusterfuck. And it was a very long clusterfuck, but thank you for joining us all the same. If you came from Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, thank you even more. If you did not come from any of those places, you should go to those places. And you can find out more about us at PlatinumTrophyReview.org. Until next time, I love you.